Okay, people, May 22nd, 2017. There's those roots. I'm bagging them up. I wrote a letter, just a little note, asking, please remove these roots away from the fence, along with your raspberry bush, because I'm not feeling well, right? And I don't have the energy to dig them up.
Ask them, I am sick of it.
I am sick of it. Hold on, people. Okay, so this is where I'm putting the tomatoes and some cucumbers and a few potatoes. As you can see, it just never ends in this yard, people. Like I said, I don't know how much longer I can do this. And as you can see, these people, I dropped off a bag, 2 bags of roots. But as you can see, they're allowing these things to spread this way now, right? That's a potato plant right there. This is another weed I don't like, this one. There it is right there, crossing over the fence. Started last year, right? And they got it creeping this way. Because all they do is they just pinch off the leaf. They don't get in there and start digging up the dirt and taking out the roots, right? So anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on. This is not what I'm looking forward to, people. Every day, people. Every day is something. This is probably why my body hurts. Right? But before I turned on this camera, I'm thinking to myself, who would be happy? Right? In terms of being able to grow your own food without pesticides of any kind. Right? And to have a variety of dirt of all kinds. Right? I mean, that's the bright side of it, right? So, I got up into that compost, speaking of dirt, and there's some really, really nice dirt in there after all these years, right? It's like the mother lode now. I'm just getting the ground ready. After I'm done, I'm going to... See, you gotta get in deep, right? Sometimes. That's that marrow root. Oh, it's a bad plant, man. Oh. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Auntie Tisha took Andre and his little friend. Look how rich this dirt is, people. Pretty nice. You have to use this little fork thing to try and get as many small roots as you can, especially for these invasive plants like the morning glory and this marrow that's growing in their yard and encroaching into my other one. This is another plant that I don't like. My daughter brought this one, Sierra, brought this one into the yard for decoration, and it's another nightmare plant that doesn't serve a purpose other than make a lot of work, because it's another plant that's prolific. Alright. This is what I'm digging up right now, people. And I'm throwing this stuff. I don't even compost these ones, especially the morning glory root. Right? Those ones I give to I either throw the morning glory root directly into the garbage can, or I put it in the city composting one. Because unless I put it in under a tarp, I have a tarp over there, right? And it sits under a tarp for over a year. It gets absolutely no sunlight. Or it sits under the sun, one or the other, but it's all wrapped up tight where nothing can breathe except what's on the inside. And even then, after a year and a half, that morning glory root, in some instances, are still alive. So, I don't know. It's been bad. But again, who wouldn't be happy to have this, right? Especially when you don't even have money, really, I don't, people, to buy groceries, right? So this makes a difference. I just wish my kids would get more involved, but you know, they didn't grow up on a farm. And if you know anything about me, I tend to just get in there and do the stuff that needs to be done versus chasing my kids around with a broomstick, you know, trying to get them out here to help me. That's not going to happen. So I got a few potatoes growing here. I see a potato growing here. Here's a potato. This is from last year. We've got a little one right here. Can you see? So I'm going to pop these back in the ground after this is done. I don't know if I'm going to get the whole thing done today, but most definitely half, because I'm in the compost. As you can see in that corner, it's starting to fall, right? So I'm having to do repairs. Like I said, this year I have to do all the repairs on all the compost boxes and whatever, which is fine, right? Worst things in life I could be doing. My kids don't like that when I say that. You'll say, you know, there's worse things you could be doing. In other words, when they start picking on me, and I remind them that I wasn't an alcoholic and they didn't grow up with a lot of bullshit in their life, right? It was pretty stable, and you know, I worked pretty hard like this the whole time. The only difference between now and the last 25 years is I had more energy. Now, like after I finished yesterday with those tools and stuff, what do you call it? I walked to the store with Andre. Oh, people, I felt like I was 85 years old. I couldn't even walk. I had to walk really, really, really slow. I don't know what the hell happened. It was just like all of a sudden it just kind of hit me. Right? Because I've been working pretty hard. It's a pretty big yard. No, I don't want to, here's that marrow plant. I don't want to disturb the potato plant. So, see, now we're getting into this. See, this is what I'm pulling out, this kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm not even composting that. Right? Not unless I can bury it for 2 years under a tarp that can't breathe, then I will do it, because I know for sure the roots will die. Especially if it's morning glory. But if it's not, then there's different methods to composting, right? Right, and as you get to know your plants, here's this thing, see? Look at this. There's the culprit. I left the bags over on their doorstep because they wouldn't answer their door. And with the note on the bags and put their shoe on it so they can't miss it. I was polite in the note, you know, right? Like I said, they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They're always out here with their plants. Okay, I don't want to disturb this potato that's in here because it's already popping through. I got other ones I have to. Pretty soon I'm going to show you this pine tree that's started producing pine cones last year, and they were growing. They've been growing all summer. All winter. So I would suspect this year. They popped up last year. I would suspect this year they're going to fall from the tree, and it's going to be another mother lode of prime composting material and mulching material. All right, and that's a big tree. See, here we go. I don't like these ones. All right. So this is what I'm going to do up until dark, pretty much. One of my daughters noticed that I'll eat a lot. Sometimes she'll cook for me, right, when we're not fighting. And I'll eat it all. And a big plate of food, right? And then she'll notice just randomly that I can go 9 hours, 10, 12 hours without eating anything else as I do this. So, in other words, I will be doing this up until dark. Because this is a big piece of plot of land and the grass is shouldn't be that hard to pull it out. There's not too much weeds in here, right? So it's going pretty fast. And then I gotta go plant that stuff. And Andre gets back. I guess I can move that potato. See, here's a little potato plant. Do you see? There they are. Look how small they are, people. Already growing. They were leftovers from last year. Really, maybe I should train myself when I take these things out. You can encase a potato for winter in your fall leaves. You go down like a couple feet or something like that. You know, a little trench, right? I'm just going off the top of my memory right now. And you take your fall leaves, you line your trench, and then you know, line your potatoes, right? And then you line them again with some leaves. A little bit anyway, right? Then you put the dirt over top. Why you're using the leaves is to insulate it from the cold so they don't freeze, but it doesn't matter because this last year we had oh my God. Better watch that flying dirt. Look at this. You see this? This all comes from next door. Because they don't do this. They just let that shit grow and they just come and take it off from the surface, so it just keeps traveling through the ground. That's all it does. But either or, I'm still grateful to have this. You know? I just need to get down a better system, right? With my limited resources, make what I have work for me. You know, so I'll try and do a little more with the hoses where I just turn on one tap. You see this stuff just keeps going and going and going. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a smoke here in a minute. Go right down deep. My pitchfork is breaking on me. See? There's another one. So yeah, you get these little roots out, right? My grandma taught me that one. You go back and forth, going around in a circle. Right? Don't forget to do that. Some people shake their dirt. I never really have a lot of time to run my dirt through a sieve to get the roots out and stuff. So this is good enough. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'll be back. Hold on. Oh. See? Hold on. Oh, this poor camera. Okay. Working my way. Okay. So as you can see, I got this camera about 2/3 done. Right, I'm gonna have to come out tomorrow, people. It's just too much to do.